Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here. Welcome back to the channel. So we are back jumping into Erase. This is going to be my reaction to episode 3, and I'm super excited for this episode in particular. The first episode set up the premise and kind of like the overall focus of what we're going to be focusing on from Satoru's perspective, figuring out who killed his mom, who was the one that went after those children back in the day for the murders that happened during his time at school, and kind of reverting back to his younger self and going on this murder mystery, as well as a rescue attempt to save some of the kids. And the last episode was so good. I was like super emotional with learning about Kayo and kind of like her situation at home with being raised by an abusive parent, and just really feeling like it's almost like she saw the killer as an escape from her current life, to where I wouldn't be surprised if she allowed herself to be abducted, because at the very least it would be better than the existence that she had living at home, being abused and such. And I was super happy about the end of the last episode, because Satoru ended up finding Kayo at the location of where she was originally discovered after the snow had melted, and that's where her corpse was, at the school grounds. And he ended up saving her. He invited her to his birthday party, and that's kind of like the butterfly effect taking place, because he has officially changed the course of her life, the course of fate moving forward. And I'm wondering if it's going to be this constant keeping up with Kayo's well-being, keeping up with her livelihood, and just making sure that despite him obfuscating her death where it originally started, is that going to be the case moving forward? And we also understand that there were 2 other kids that were also abducted and murdered in the past. So at this point, it's just going to be a matter of just seeing how the butterfly effect of this whole phenomena situation takes place. Super, super excited to see where it goes from here. And I just love Kayo. I really hope she's safe. I hope she's safeguarded and protected, because at this point, if Satoru plays his cards right, she can grow up and kind of like live her life into her adulthood, and maybe his future will be different too, because his current existence seems lackluster compared to what it could be. And I feel like a large part of that is based on the course of his childhood and how that changed with his, you know, his friend group, or the certain kids that did get abducted, and how that kind of repressed his emotions and repressed his behaviors as he got older into adulthood. So I really hope you guys are enjoying these. This is definitely one of my favorite anime that I'm discovering for the first time now, and I just hope you guys are continuing to enjoy the content on YouTube. And thank you guys so much for the support of this series on Patreon as well, where you guys can get early access to these videos a week before they hit YouTube, sometimes 2 weeks early as well. So with all of that said, I'm just really excited to jump into episode 3. At this point, I think we're going to be shifting into kind of leading up to Satoru's birthday party. He did invite Kayo, and just seeing how things play out from here. I don't know if the phenomena situation is going to be happening in his childhood at all, and obviously we have to figure out and start connecting dots to figuring out who the adult is. I wonder when Yuki's also going to be a factor, because they did tease his appearance in a previous episode. But obviously he was the one that was wrongfully accused and sentenced to death, and convicted wrongfully in the past. So I'm wondering when his involvement is going to play into it. And like just figuring out who the killer is kind of like my name of the game moving forward. So my eyes are definitely going to be peeled. But anyways, episode 3 of Erased. Let's check it out. Alrighty, so we're going to be jumping into Erased with episode 3. It seems like they do a little recap before the intro, so I am going to cut the intro moving forward. If you guys want to see my reaction, my first time watching the intro, that is a separate video. It should be uploaded by the time this is posted for you guys to watch. I believe I posted it before episode 2's reaction, which I love the intro. I never skip it. I'm just going to cut it out for the sake of the music for what goes up on YouTube. But yeah, it seems like we're recapping where the last episode ended. Kayo and Satoru are in the front of the school at night, and he invites her to his birthday party, and this is pretty much what leads her to go back home instead of sticking around. And this is essentially where she died all those years ago in the previous timeline. So very interested to see where we go from here, and without further ado, we're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1 now. I'm having a birthday party. Ah, this is so wholesome. It's easy to talk to you these days. Oh yeah, this is he's like, yeah, I didn't have to lie to you. And he said it out loud. He's like, who does this guy think he is? Why is he being so embarrassing? This was the last place she was 18 years ago. This is so heavy, man, for children too. Like, I'm so shocked. Oh, here we go. Oh, Oh, they're giving new info. Aya Nakanishi, age 11. Hiromi Sugita, age 11. Kayo Hinazuki, age 10. Also, isn't the middle kid, isn't that one of his friends? Wait, did one of his friends die? All right, hold on. Let me write these names down real quick. So this is interesting information. So first off, is the middle... Okay, I don't want to be like insensitive or anything like that. I'm literally just watching anime. Am I the only one that thought that the middle child was a girl? Please tell me I'm not the only one that thought that that was a girl amongst Satoru's friend group. I guess it's the way that they're drawn or whatever, but like I assume that all three of these were supposed to be girls, but the middle one I think is a boy. And also 2 of them are 11, but Kayo is 10. So do we just have to get her to age 11 and then we're good? Because like, maybe it's fixed that she'll always, maybe it's fixed that the killer will try to kill her before she turns 11, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is brand new information. I'm really excited about this. But what day did she disappear in March? Oh, I see. So it necessarily wasn't that night. That was just the last night he saw her. And then this is the newspaper article that showcases the most shocking crimes, and they don't know what day she died. They just know that they found her body in the snow after it cleared. So it was any time in March. So he just has to get well past that point, I think, to be in the clear. She went missing in March. It had yet to be her birthday. X days between the 1st and Hanazuki's birthday. Oh, so he's got to last the entirety of March. Holy moly, this is going to be heavy. I love this intro so much. This intro has literally been on my mind nonstop since I first saw it. Yeah, that's literally the kid. One of his actual classmates died. One of his close friends. No wonder he's such a different person. This is gonna be heavy to figure out like who done it. And I also don't know if he's gonna become an adult again at any point. Also, realizing this right now, the death image, because I did go back and rewatch the intro, like to kind of analyze it beyond what I did for my reaction. I think this is the body of his classmate, of like his friend Hirumi, or Hirumi. I'm sorry, Hiromi. I think this is symbolizing, so if you come back here, I know I said I was going to skip the intro, but so the bruise on the leg, I think represents Kayo. This is his friend from the past. So I don't know if that, I don't know who the Aya girl is. I don't know if that's this girl, but this seems like the girl in the present day. And then this person is his friend, like his classmate. And then that's his mom. Ice hockey championship. Oh, yo, look at them. I can tell that one kid didn't make the team. I hear the guys are gonna race each other. Oh, look at him. Okay, so I guess that's like the hockey kid. I'm not gonna hold back, you know. Oh, I don't know. This kid's finessing. This kid's this is like a grown-ass man in the body of a child. I remember racing against him. Are you gonna win? You bet your ass I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win for you. Let's go! Come on, Satoru. You can't lose to this chump. You're a grown-ass man. Ooh, yo, the animation? Hold up. Would victory have any Yeah, I know. He's got to think about every butterfly effect. Does he win? Does he lose? Does that change the course of fate? He's gonna... Damn, he let him win. He's thinking about the butterfly effect. He's like, should I win? Oh! Hold on. Wait, does he remember? Did this actually happen? Yo! He's remembering his past. Yo, Kenya, you good? Does he know what's up? Does Kenya know something? He's super sus right now. Oh no, she's not upset that he lost, is she? Tell me your birthday. Oh no, what's wrong? Damn, Kayo was like, you said you'd win and you didn't. Oh no. That's not how it works, though. That wasn't an intentional lie. I feel like that's probably due to her childhood. Like, it's just a childhood trauma. She's been lied to about serious things, that anything that she expects that doesn't come to pass is seen as an intentional lie. So I kind of understand that. No, they were doing so well. This is rough, man. Yeah, this kid's gonna die. Oh my God. What do you mean go on ahead? You know this kid's gonna... Don't leave him alone. Oh, he's gonna snoop for her. Oh my God. What a delinquent. He's going through the teacher's papers to see her birthday. Come on. Could you go any slower? Oh! Sir, you kind of fit the description. I swear to God. I swear to God. Please don't let it be you, sir. See for yourself. Oh! Wait, Wait, what? The same day? That's crazy. He invited her to his birthday party, so they're gonna share it together. March 2nd. That's crazy, dude. That was a close race today. I'm sus of every fucking adult. He's about the same age in this time period. He's got a sharp, observing eye. Gaku Yashiro. Yeah, this guy seems pretty sus. Bro, you got less than 2 weeks. This is not good. You gotta keep an eye on her. Patch up whatever. Say you're sorry. Admit you're wrong. Fold if you have to. We cannot lose her again. Oh, is that Yuki? Yeah, he's still alive. He's 23 years old in this time era. He always hung out in the afternoon, so I assumed he was unemployed. Now that I'm 29, I can tell he's making an effort to curb his dialect when he talks to me. To a kid, the way he talks is a persuasiveness and maturity. Oh, they were interrogating him about Yuki. Is there anything in his room that made you feel uneasy? Oh, I wonder what he told him. Did all of this also happen too then? If this event happened in the past, he would be like, oh, he talked to me like this. He had this in his room. And so that would have made him sus. Yeah, you're a lot mature now. Yeah, you could say that I've grown up a bit. I've leveled up. Jun Shiratori, death row prisoner, May 2006. In my present of 2006, he's a prisoner on death row. Ever since the first trial, he claimed to be innocent. Fuck off, man. So I thought Yuki was like his last name or something. So let me write that down. Jun Shiratori. Wow. He's got to look out for Yuki too. So the 3 victims and Yuki, who was caught in the crossfires. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Was that her pencil? Is that her book? Wait. No. Oh my God, please. Oh! What the fuck? Wait, are we gonna get a redo? Hold on. What the fuck happened? This is this her mom? This fucking bitch? Yo, I would do it too. I would do it too, bro. I'm so fucking livid right now. I'm so pissed off. I'm so fucking mad. I wish he would freaking push her. I fell. How the hell? Classic answer. She said it herself. She's like, I'm a liar. I'm so, dude. I want the worst thing to come to that. Are you fucking serious? You deserve to be blamed. What terrible fucking people. I wish nothing but the worst for these people. I swear to God. I'm so mad. I'm glad that wasn't her dead in the freaking shed, because I thought that was what I thought was gonna happen. Was it was gonna be kind of like a redo effect, like he would find her dead and then the phenomenon effect would bring him back to a previous time, and then he would have to constantly change his decisions, like maybe win the race this time, and then that would lead her to like not stray away from him and then be caught in that situation. But it's even worse. She was alive, she's sustaining, and she's suffering through all of this shit because of her parents day after day after day. And her birthday's coming up. And she's not at school again. Bro, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. What's up, guys? I'm angry. She's not at school again. Oh, okay. Nobody knows. No one has a clue, man. No one has a fucking clue. Oh, okay, so this is his teacher. Okay, I thought that was like the principal initially. Now she knows that he knows, and she has more bruises on her. This show is really making me feel like I thought I'd be like anxious, nervous, terrified about that. I'm like fuming on the inside right now. I'm so mad. I began to suspect Kayo's mother last May, but there wasn't any tangible signs yet. Yeah, now she's got bruises everywhere. Oh, so they sent people to the house, but every time they skirted. I've seen the mother a number of times. Yeah, and the father's alcoholic. The abuse is definitely going on. Now the child consultation center has to confirm it. Yeah, so until the people whose job it is to take kids away from parents confirms it, there's nothing they can do. Waiting until spring to take action, but she'll be dead by then. Wait, lunch money? 29 years ago, and I gotta be involved in an incident like this? Oh no. Everyone's lunch money is gone? Oh, was he on duty for that? Bro, what the fuck? What a jealous student. Oh my god, the hell with this girl too. She seems jealous. Or maybe if it is in her bag, maybe she framed her. People have no idea. Oh, look at that. You put it in there. Thank you. Thank you. Shut the hell up and sit your ass down. And then you have the nerve to cry. Bro, I'm being taken back to my childhood days. I don't like it. Thank you, Kenya. You're literally goated. Anyone could have planted it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. He's like, hey, she's on duty anyway. She should have the money. Aw. Yeah, that girl. The hell with that girl. I don't like her either. Aww. I love that he stood up to her. He's a child, but he's got the bravery of an adult. Yeah, look at her. She's just a classic bully. I fucking hate bullies with a passion. I used to get bullied a lot. So when I see it, I'm just like, if I could go back in time, man, things would be different. She invited me to a Christmas party. It was so she could show off her big Christmas. Yeah. She's privileged and bratty. Oh, you remember? Wait, what? A Christmas tree? Oh! He's so sweet. Oh, he noticed her other gloves. Yeah, her gloves were destroyed in the snow the other day. I love this so much. He's being so kind and gentle. Oh, the red foxes. Let's go. We're actually in an anime, boys. I remember the red foxes running around my feet. 18 years ago, I saw it alone and no one believed me. Wow, so he's retracing moments of his past. That's nice. He's changing the timeline slightly with her presence. Oh my god. That's so... I thought he was gonna take her to like the city hall or something, and they have like, you know, a lot of cities have like a tree at the town hall. Oh, that's so sweet. And it's not even Christmas. It's I'm about to say it's February. What do you mean a Christmas tree? Then again, what I said doesn't make sense either. I just got mind jumbled by the Christmas aspect. I'm like, where are you gonna see a Christmas tree right now? Are you stupid? He's like, nah, I'm just a charmer. There's no way that was the episode. Pause, champ. Hold on. Is that Kenya again? What is Kenya doing, bro? I really like this kid, but he's coming off as like super sus. He's talking to the teacher about something. He's like, hey, you know that Satoru fella? I think he might actually be a 30-year-old in the body of a child. I don't know, man. I feel like he knows something that we don't know or something that he shouldn't know. I don't know. It's very interesting. This was a really good episode. I really like this. So that episode took a bunch of different twists and turns that I was not expecting. I love this shot right here of Kayo, like her smile, her just optimism despite how shitty her life is. And I just love how wholesome Satoru is and how delicate he is with being able to kind of uplift her out of the darkness that she finds herself in and kind of righting the wrongs of everything that has happened, hopefully for the future of the show. But yeah, this episode took me in so many different directions. I really despise the parents. I despise any type of harm towards kids in the sense of like, kids are innocent, you know what I mean? Like, everyone was a kid at one point. We all got dealt different hands, some worse than others. And looking back on my childhood especially, I understand there were aspects of my life that were wrong, or there were aspects of my life that came down to how my parents were raised and they didn't know any better. And so looking back on how I was treated as a son, as a younger sibling, as an older sibling, and just in general, like even in school, like I went through the phases of having school be the best part of my life, having school be the worst part of my life, being bullied for things I couldn't control, and just also kind of being considered like, I don't know, I just feel like childhood fucking sucks sometimes. And when it's at its worst and you see it at its worst, it just kind of brings you back to that place. So like seeing the mom abuse her and seeing the girl in the classroom, the snobby bratty chick, call her out and just kind of be like a shitty person. Not only was I getting infuriated by that, but it was kind of invoking like my inner childhood of those feelings that I used to feel, of how I felt being bullied and how I felt being, you know, physically disciplined growing up with parents that were kind of back in the day kind of people. It just really made me hate that that's a reality. And I've never watched an anime before where they express that kind of side of life to kids. And it sucks. I hate the feeling that it fills me with to see Kayo be abused and be hurt in such a way that I like, and as a viewer, I can't do anything. I just have to bear through it. So from like a very deep place, like I really, really, really love how these moments shine through those dark moments. These moments with her where she's smiling and she's getting flustered and embarrassed by Satoru's like words, even though, you know, because like hearing them out loud, it's like, are you stupid? Like, come on now, like why are you saying those kind of things? And just being expressive in that way. I could definitely see them two being close as they get older, even friends as they get older, and I just want nothing but the best for her. Like, I've never grown this attached to, and I feel like it's also the aspect of their kids. I'm an adult. I would love to be a father someday and have my own kids and raise them in a world that was so much better, with so many more opportunities that I was given, and treat them in a way that I never want them to go through the things that I went through that were negative in my life. And I just kind of feel that vicarious connection with her in that sense. And even with Satoru, you know, he's on a bigger, grander, larger than life mission to like protect her, protect the two other students that got killed, and prevent Yuki from catching a stray and being on death row when he gets older. So overall, I just want to say that I just love these moments here where you just see her radiating, you see her happy, you see the potential of her life that it could be if things go well. And yeah, I just hate the negative side of things. Like, I just really hate how it makes me feel and where it takes me back mentally. But I guess that's the power of anime. That's the power of anime as a medium. It really kind of gets you to connect with yourself, connect with your emotions, connect with your past in different ways. This is like more of like kind of like a supernatural slice of life in a sense. But yeah, I love her. I love her so much. I want nothing but the best for her. I want her to be safe. I want every opportunity for her to just be something that pushes her to have a better future by the end of the show. And I'm hoping and praying that nothing bad happens, in the sense of like a butterfly effect, that the things that are set in stone from the timeline of the past, nothing that is going to happen can change that. So I really, really hope that things evolve for the better. So that aside, a lot of different angles. I feel like my perception of the show has shifted from the first two episodes to now. I kind of acknowledge, okay, 2 out of the 3 students, at least the ones that I've seen, I don't know if we've seen Aya yet, but there's Aya, Hiromi, and Kayo. So Kayo is the character in question, the main character of the bunch. Hiromi is actually the boy that's in Satoru's friend group, which again, I really hope I'm not the only one that thought that that was a girl that was amongst the friend group, both in the intro and the episode. I don't know if they are androgynous or if their design is made that way to be kind of a misdirection, but I thought that was a girl initially. And it also kind of would have aligned with the fact that if that was a girl, it would have been all girls that were murdered and killed by whoever this abductor is of the past. And so we've seen 2 of them. One is in Satoru's friend group. One is Kayo, who he's trying to actively protect and safeguard. And then we have Aya Nakanishi. And Aya and Hiromi are both 11. Kayo is 10. So he kind of put together, and I thought this was genius too. He put together that, like, if we can keep her, we don't know when she died, but we know she died before her 11th birthday. So if we can make it to the 11th birthday, which is, I think, 11 days from when the initial startup of this episode was, 11 days to keep her alive, which is a long fucking time considering that anything could happen at any given point. He has this kind of understanding that his actions can have changing effects to the past, and he's even actively remembering, like, oh, I did this back in the day, or I made the same decision back in the day. And so I don't know if he's trying to go down, like, he's trying to create that same scenario, but having her a part of it, because even at the end of the episode here, he mentions how, like, he saw the foxes when he was younger, but he was by himself. Now the timeline shifts slightly by having Kayo alive and present. So that is actively a good thing, because if he can keep her alive to her 11th birthday, that is kind of like fully obfuscating the old timeline. But I don't think it necessarily means that she can't still be abducted. Like, you pretty much have to find out who done it in order to make sure that she is genuinely safe, at least from this situation happening later down the line. So, and then we kind of go through all the characters. I think so I was a little confused. I think the teacher that is in the classroom was their gym teacher and is also like one of the teachers in general. Because I think in Japan, I think like your main teacher is your teacher for all your activities. So like here in the States, you have your homeroom teacher, but then your gym teacher is different from your class teacher. And so like, I guess he looked different, like completely different, because he was in his gym attire, like because he was like chaperoning, or he was like hosting those the races at the beginning. So I think this Gaku Yoroshi is the same teacher. So when he says in the episode, oh, you're really fast, I perceived that as the gym teacher was not that guy, but I think they're actually the same person. He was just dressed up differently, because who's going to be in a suit and tie during gym class, you know? So that was a little misdirection, or I guess misinterpretation on my part. But yeah, and then we got to meet Yuki, whose real name is Jun Shiratori. So, and he went on to be wrongfully accused despite being innocent, allegedly being innocent. And he's currently awaiting, I think he's on death row. I think he actually already died by the present day, I think, or he's on death row awaiting his trial, but one or the other. He basically got convicted for a crime he didn't commit, and we're seeing that first time interaction, and it was kind of flashing back and forth to situations in the present that we're seeing, situations we're seeing in the past with them in the room, like how Yuki talks and like the magazines he has, and then reflecting back to the original timeline of, I guess, when they were first questioning and like interviewing and interrogating people on Yuki to see if he fit, like, does he fit enough of the description where we can convict him based on these, you know, based on these arbitrary things. Like, they were like, oh, how did he talk to you? Did he have anything in his room that made you uncomfortable? And I don't know if Satoru like told them like, oh yeah, he does. He has adult magazines and I'm a kid and that made me feel uneasy. Or, hey, he talks very meticulously, almost as if he could plan out something like this and get away with it. So obviously he knows now what he knows then, or he's learning or remembering now what he knew back then. And that's kind of affecting his decision making, where he's kind of confiding in the teacher. Fuck Kayo's parents to hell and back. I hate them. I hate them so much. I actually thought, and I did explain this during the reaction, but I actually thought that she was dead, because in the previous episode, like at the very end, it was flashing to like a bunch of different scenes, and one scene I remember was like the torn up mittens on the floor, and I was like, and then we saw the bruised leg, and I was like, that's her. She's not moving, she's not talking. I think she's dead. I think the killer got her here. And then I thought there was going to be like this phenomena situation where, because she died, Satoru's mission has failed, and thus we rewind time and try again and go through a different course of actions where maybe he wins the race, or maybe he avoids talking to Yuki, or whatever the case might be, to just change the timeline or change his course of actions to where he could be with her. Like, if he won the race, then he would have been able to hang out with her afterwards. She wouldn't have blown him off. She wouldn't have felt offended by the fact that he quote unquote lied about winning the race when he lost. And I thought that's the direction it was going in. But then God, like, it sucks to say, but the fact that she was being abused meant that she wasn't dead. You know, it's shitty either way, but I'm just glad that she wasn't dead. But even then, you know, the school system is like, we can't do anything unless the proper authorities can confirm that she's being abused, and then she'd have to be taken out of her house and then taken out of school and go and like basically transfer somewhere else. And by the time they get to that, which is in, I think when spring starts, she'd be dead by then from the timeline's perspective. So even the school system seems like they're not doing as much as they could be doing, which fucking sucks. Kenya is also a little suspicious. I'm not going to say Kenya knows about the phenomena situation or knows that Satoru is kind of acting above his station of like a 10, 12-year-old or whatever. But a part of me feels like he was kind of sus. He was like watching Satoru from a distance in the earlier bit of the episode. And then we got that one scene at the very end where he's kind of, I think he's talking to the teacher about something. And he was like at the school pretty late, and it was him and it was him and Mr. Yashiro, I think this is the teacher's name. And they were just kind of like in the office talking together. And I'm like, what is going on? Kenya was kind of rather passive this episode. The one scene that gave me so much joy in my heart was when they called out that one bratty chick in the classroom who's like, oh, I'm pretty sure it was Kayo that stole the money, even though she was on duty to safeguard the money and like manage it herself. But I said the same thing. I was like, someone could have framed her, put it in her bag, so that way when they go to look for it and they find it there, it's like, oh wow, who would have thought the girl that you accused out of nowhere with no evidence I'm pretty sure it was her. So I liked how Kenya said the same thing, and I love how Satoru just basically was like, fuck this shit, like, you're not gonna get away with talking down to this girl for whatever reason. Hold on, let me change this image back. But yeah, overall, I thought the episode was great. It kind of gave us a bit more information than we went into the episode having. We know the identity of all three of the students that were abducted and murdered. We also have Yuki fully established in the plot of the past events. And at this point now, it's just a mission to keep her alive. And the funny thing too is that their birthday's on the same day. So I feel like she almost didn't tell him because she was like, well, it doesn't matter if it's my birthday because I'm spending it with you and it'll be both our birthdays. And so I really like that. I thought that was very sweet, very wholesome, and probably a first birthday for her that she's going to actually enjoy. And hopefully she's there. Hopefully she makes it. Hopefully her parents don't drag her down and make things even more difficult for her. The mother is abusive. The father's alcoholic. They're hiding the wounds with like ice water treatment or whatever. And I just hate it. I fucking hate it. And I hate what it does to her because it causes her to like push her friends away and push people away that are trying to help her. Like Satoru, he even asked the mom, how did she get those bruises? And the classic example, if anyone ever responds to you with I fell, come on, bro. That's basically, you're basically omitting at that point. But yeah, I really liked the episode. I think things are gonna definitely pick up. I hope so in the next couple episodes in terms of like right now, the only two individuals that we have to go off of is their classroom teacher and Yuki. But because Yuki is basically claimed to be innocent and on death row wrongfully, I'm pretty much writing him off as not the suspect. So the teacher is the only one that I have to go off of. But based on the intro, it seems like we still have a few other adults in the picture that could, I don't know if they're necessarily I don't think there's any accomplices. I just think there's more characters to introduce before we can start pinpointing and putting together who done it. You know what I mean? So overall, really loved the episode. I thought it was really great. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think about it, especially going into these first three episodes in the comment section down below. Really appreciate the support of the content on Patreon as well. I really hope you guys are continuing to enjoy the content as it comes out. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Very excited to start episode 4 in the next session, and we'll get to that really soon. But thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.